All right, y'all. Welcome to PD Wednesday. Y'all already know. We're going to have fun. We're going to get down to it and got to stay positive. This is a total positive environment. All right. So, one of the things that you need to know is who I am. I am VaLarie Humphrey. That is my government name. And I'm pulling my co host in. Are you in? Are you co hosting yet? Did it pop up? There you are. Nope, there it is. All right. So my government name is VaLarie Humphrey, and everybody calls me Auntie Val or Val. So what do? I am a retired administrator. I retired in July. I retired July 15th, 2019. So I just retired. I'm hot off the press on this retirement thing. So it is going very well, though. I am loving it. So I am not officially by the state retired. I quit my job because I'm 52 and you have to officially retire when you're 55. So I'm just not pulling my money down, but I'm retired from the traditional educational arena. So I work with Dr. Eric Thomas. I am his director of educational affairs. And I get to travel the country with him when he speaks and goes into schools and do all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a cool job. So I love what I do now. I was in there 29 and a half years. I taught math. That's my lane. That's my specialty. I taught math, but I like teaching math to average students. The ones that struggle, that's my bubble. I'm the struggle bubble. You on the struggle bus, I'm with you. I love those kids. All right. Now, this is what it looks like. We start with our red apple moment. We do that and we have a good time. And tonight we're going to launch into some new different things. So our red apple moment of the week, it is something amazing that happened this week with you. Something that amazing that happened. I don't want to hear about COVID, stop this. I don't want to hear my principal crazy. I don't want to hear my staff working. I do what she's supposed to do. I don't want to hear none of that. Something went well. Either you connected with a parent, either you connected with a kid, y'all did a drive-by parade. Something happened that was amazing. So, all right, since we have 20 people on the line today, so this is what we'll do. Raise your hand. So click participants and you can see the things that raise your hand. Tap on your screen. You can still see where it says raise your hand. Yep, people raising them. Yep, let's go. Appreciate it, Jane Setter. Hit participants. And that is going to help me be able to call on everybody so I know we get around the room and it's gonna go great. See some of the regulars. What's up, everybody? I see my regulars. We coming to everybody. Just stay tuned. I see you. I see you. I've been seeing y'all on Facebook commenting and stuff. I love it. I love it. All right. Guess what? Even if your hand not up, I'm gonna unmute you and ask you how was your week. Everybody had something that went well this week. So just because your hand is down don't mean we down. We never down. We got this. So if you don't know how to raise your hand, unmute yourself and tell me, and then I'll help you. But if you on the call, we talk to each other. This is not a situation. Ashley, like, yeah, hey, Ashley, I know it's you, baby. All right. So, all right, let's go to the bottom. Let's go to all these people that's not raising their hands first. All right. So let's get it. Jenny Me. Am I saying it right? Jenny Me Lopez. Where are you? You just jumped the screen. Jenny Me doesn't have sound yet. So I'll come back to you. She might not be able to hear me. All right, Susan, come talk to me. Your hand's not up. I'm calling on you. What's your red apple moment, Susan?
Yesterday I had a voluntary Zoom session for anyone that needed help with the mouth work, and I had 9 kids actually log on and spend an hour and a half with me.
You had 9?
I had 9 and it was voluntary.
Oh, huge game changer. All right, let's go. I love it. You had 9. Let's get it. All right, so I have, let's mute. Okay, stay muted till I call your name, please. I can mute you though, but just stay muted so then that way everybody controls their own self. All right, let's rock and roll. All right, let's go down to my bottom. Nathan, come on, Nathan, give me that one red apple moment this week. What's up, Nathan?
All right, so this week I went through students with the disc. Yeah, so they went through the disc, and that's part of our class. And a lot of them were getting it. They're really understanding it really well, which was really cool.
Oh, perfect. So that's your red apple moment that was getting the disc.
They was understanding it.
All right, let's get it. That's what I want. Let's go. Give me some successes this week. Michelle Coleman, you are unmuted. Hey, Michelle.
Hi.
Hey.
My rap is that I spoke to a parent that I hadn't gotten in touch with since we've been out. So I was excited to speak to her and that her son is doing good.
Let's go. Love it. Love it. All right. I love it, Michelle. Let's go. All right. We got a new one. Your last name is Terry. Martarius. Did I get it right?
Yes, that's it.
I am amazing. All right. So talk to me. Your red apple moment. What went well this week? Give me one thing that went well since last Wednesday.
The piggyback what she just said, I was able to get in contact with one of my parents that I've been trying to pull teeth and get in contact with them, and I finally got in contact with them.
Awesome. Anita, people can go to the website and register. They'll get the link sent to them right away. So you can go they can go register.
Okay,
all right.
I just told somebody to.
Okay, bet. Thank you. All right, Latasha Hicks. Okay, wait. I'm about to have a principal moment. How come y'all not raising y'all hand? Like that was the directions. And I got 10 people that's not raising their hand. I don't understand. Like, do you not know how? Or you just want to be that kid in the back of the room? I don't know. Like, help me, y'all. All right, Latasha Hicks, let's go. What's your amazing red apple moment?
Hey, Val.
Hey.
Today, like the other two participants just said, I had a parent. I have been reaching out, and she's actually the sister of the student. She's the guardian.
Okay.
And she has not been responding today. Not only did she finally respond, but I went to Google Classroom and the student had completed 5 assignments.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. That's a red apple moment to talk about. All right, Ingra. Is it Ingra? I don't want to say it wrong. Last name is Ryan. Okay, let's find you. I need to unmute you. There you go. You are unmuted. You're muted on your side, Inga.
Mute. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting I'm used to using webinar, not Zoom. So I'm like, what is going on? But my red apple moment was, I started a virtual book club with the students. So I'm really excited about that.
Let's go. I love it. You better do something innovative. Hit participants and raise your hand is at the bottom. If you hit participants, raise your hand. All right, Letitia, let's go. Letitia, that's it. There you go. You just raised your hand.
Hey, how are you all?
I am amazing today. How are you?
Phenomenal. Now,
let's get it.
My red apple moment was because one of my coworkers, I'm a PE teacher and I have a student, but we share a student because she's a 5th grade teacher, and she had a hard time getting in touch with the parent just like the other people. But I had to do some recon. I called about 3 or 4 people, and I was able to get in touch with the parent. I called her mom, and then she was able to get in touch with her daughter, so she got in touch with me, and I was able to connect the teacher and the parent together so they could be able to include her child in this 5th grade. It's a 5th grade like send-off kind of event gift.
I love it. See, you're working on with the can-dos. You're working with your can-dos. I love it. Joseph McCree, you are unmuted. How are you today?
Good. How are you? Nice to join you all.
Amazing. Welcome. So we start with our red apple moment. So what is something that went amazing this week for you?
What went amazing for me is I had students join my video conference that I haven't seen in a while. So it was exciting to see that everything was well and fine with them and that they're on track, ready to go.
Oh, yeah. McDonald's moment. I'm loving it. All right, let's go. We got Inga already. So Donna, you one of the veterans. Donna, you've been knowing me a long time. Why your hand not up, Donna? Come on, Donna. Donna, you are unmute yourself, Donna. Unmute yourself.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Hello, everybody.
Hey,
I'm Donna from Georgia. And I just want to say that this week I worked on trying to become an LLC with the state of Georgia to start my own part-time business. And so I'm working on that this week, but also for the last 7 weeks, I've been working with students in Georgia. This Friday is our last day of classes. So I entered all of my grades today and posted all of my grades. I had 2 students.
Donna, you bragging now. Friday, your last day?
This Friday is the students' last day. My last day is the 22nd.
Y'all know this April in Georgia, right?
Oh yeah, usually we
Okay,
end.
just wanted to say that. Just wanted to let y'all
So
know it's
May
April.
1st is their last day. So those
Now, let me ask you this. Was May 1st their last day before COVID hit?
No. No.
Oh, they adjusted the calendar.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, wait. Sorry, I muted you. What you say?
I says the teacher's last day is May 22nd. Can you hear me?
Gotta go. Yeah, I got stuck. I didn't understand why y'all gotta go to school 3 weeks without the kids. What y'all gonna do?
Don't know.
All right.
They've
Well,
not told us.
all right. Well, we gonna find out. Talk to us next week. I want to know.
Okay.
All right, cool beans. All right, let's get it. All right, I think I'm to the hands now. All right, y'all, let's go. Vanessa, how's it going? What happened this week, Vanessa?
It's going good. I'm more positive than last week. Thank God.
Let's go. What's your red apple? Give us something. Come on.
You know what? The best moment. This is really good, actually. I was so happy. I got in touch with a kid about a week ago, and I spoke to him, and I said, I'm calling you because I know you're not going to do your college essay unless I harass you. And he was like, oh, you know me, miss, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yup, I know you and I know where you live. You know, I just always joke around with them. And I'm like, you need to write that college essay. He goes, it's too late to apply to college. I go, no, it's not. I didn't know where I was going in April when I was a senior. Write your essay and share it with me. And he did. He wrote his college essay. But before we hung up, he was like, Miss, I wouldn't have written my college essay if you didn't call me. I go, I know, you would have just been working and doing whatever, living your life. But I go, but you know me and, you know, I'm on you. So he did it and he did his essay. So I'm just like, so grateful. I'm like, praise God. I know.
I'm loving it. That's good. That's almost a tearjerker, especially those kids not responding. That's really amazing. That's good stuff. Look at it. She's like, yes. All right, come talk to me, Sarah. How you doing, Sarah? There you go. You unmuted. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, everyone. I'm from Virginia. Thank you. Yesterday, I attended my first birthday parade. One of my students that I work with students with disabilities, and one of my students, he turned 20 yesterday, and all of my coworkers, we got together. So it was about 50 deep. We did a drive-by, and we had like an escort from the fire department, and the EMS gave us like a personal escort to his house.
Let's go. Yeah, perfect. See, that's when you cry. That's when you cry. I'm like, wow. All right. Hey, Nancy. How you doing, Nancy? You are unmuted. Uh-oh, you muted yourself. There you go. Hey, Nancy.
I am new, and I'm from California. And as Susan can attest, I've known her for years. I can barely find the on switch on a computer. So
well, that's not true because you're here.
That's true. And that back cave behind me, I'm doing something here. All right. So the big thing for me is that I now use Screencastify, and I never thought in a million years that I'd be able to use some sort of program like that. And for me, that's something else that I can teach the kids stuff and show them my screen and all that good stuff. And that's for me and for them, that's good stuff.
Okay, can you know where the chat is in the group?
Yeah.
Okay, hit chat and put in the name of the program you said, Screencastify.
Yep.
Put that in there. We like sharing. We share information. Yes, we do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Y'all know what's gonna come next in a few minutes. Hey, April, what's happening, April? How you doing today?
Well, my red apple moment was yesterday. We actually had a Zoom meeting with our 8th grade students, A through L. And all of the students were on there. And so it was like the 8th grade team, counselors, coaches, and the principal, and we were all talking to the students, talking about how they were doing, the work that has to be turned in. And it was just, it was great seeing them again because we haven't seen them all. And so
how long you've been out since the 18th of March?
Well, we haven't seen each other since the 6th of March.
Oh. Okay.
Because we left and went to spring break and never came back.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. Praise
Yep.
God. That's good. I love it, April. That's good. Seeing your kids, they give you energy. I love it. Joanna. Hey, Joanna. What's happening, my gymnastics coach? What's going on?
So first of all, I'm in Georgia and my kids are still, my personal kids have school until May 13th. And I wish May 1st was their last day because they're still having one-on-one assessments and grades with their teachers all the way through May 13th.
Okay.
But for coaching a Red Apple Moment, we've been doing online classes for 6 weeks, and I have a student who has not hopped on any of our meetings, and this week she did, and she said it was the first week since March 14th, so this is week 6, that she has been outside her house and worked out. She's been in her house for 6 weeks, so.
Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. I know you smiled. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. I don't know why some of y'all names not popping up. James Sutter, what's happening, baby? Hey, Jay Sutter, how you doing? What's you gotta unmute. There you go. What's your red apple moment? What's that amazing thing that happened this week with you, James Sutter?
I have a mom that I haven't seen in about a month, and I knew that she was in a situation that isn't safe. And yesterday she sent a text and she was like, "It's my daughter's birthday. I would appreciate it if you would drive by." And so yesterday I got an opportunity to just see her, to see her face, to see that she was okay, to see that she was happy. And so that's a huge thing for me.
Let's go. Let's go. That's real huge. That's huge. That's gigantic. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. It's either I want to say it's Aisha Jackson or Aisha. I don't want to mess up. Aisha. All right, Aisha, come talk to me. How is your week? Give me something amazing that happened this week.
Oh, so much amazing stuff. But just like everyone else, I finally got to my students. And this time when I made that phone call, the student actually picked up. And I was so happy just to hear their voice. Because usually when I call the parents about packets and stuff like that, it's, okay, you know, he or she, they'll get to it. But it was just nice to hear a child's voice. So I heard that today and I was just like, oh, and we just started talking and it's just little stuff like, oh, what are you doing? And how are you doing? We weren't even talking about work. It's just getting back to that relationship where we used to have before this came.
Connecting. I love it. I love it, Aisha. All right, Faith, come talk to me, Faith.
Okay, can you?
Hey.
Well, my red apple moment was we got a chance to collaborate as a team for our positive event, and we were able to share, talk about it, get some things in the works, and we're excited about it.
I love it. I love it. All right, Faith. Faith, do you have 2 devices on or 1? Okay, it's an echo. Oh, it went away. Okay, good. You're good. All right, let's get it. Ashley Gray. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
All right now. My red apple moment is my staff stop complaining. I think they finally understand that we're working from home and our expectations are the same. And you getting paid for 8 hours, so let's, put in the work. So they finally understood that this week. I didn't hear anybody complaining in our staff meeting. So that was my
Ashley, what are your staff meetings?
My staff meetings on Wednesdays.
Have
Wednesday
you reached
morning.
out to me already? You don't know.
No, we already talked.
Oh, we got a date already?
ET is making the video you said next week or this coming week.
No, we want to talk to the staff too.
Oh, you want to talk to the staff? Okay. No, you were supposed to talk to my 5th grade students.
I know the transition kids, but we want to talk to adults too.
Oh, okay. We can make that happen.
Yeah,
Okay.
All right. I'm like, come on, you ain't talk to me. I knew it was Friday because you only do Fridays, right?
Right. Yes.
Right. I remember the details. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot coming, but I got y'all. I promise you. All right. Did anybody not share? Anita. Hey, Anita. Wait. Anita, there you go. Hey.
So I'm a kindergarten teacher in Midfield, Alabama, and I got to see 2 of my kids this week on Google Duo, which is a big accomplishment for me because I'm one of those that can barely turn on the computer, like the other person said.
Y'all gonna stop claiming that. Y'all are amazing. Y'all
That's what my principal tells me to do too, so.
Let's go. All right, so what was your red apple moment? Did you tell it?
Google Duoing with a couple of my kinder kids.
Oh, let's go. That's way cool. Come on. All right, y'all, drop in the chat your city and state and the grade you teach. Let's go. Drop it in the chat. What you do. Everybody is a teacher. I don't care if you coach. I don't care if you're a teacher assistant. Everybody teaches children. We need parents on here because they're educators too. Yes, let's go. Tell me where you from. Tell me, look at there. You might find a friend. You might find a coworker, some resources, somebody in the same grade, somebody that does the same thing. Let's get it. All right, we finished moving, Ashley.
Awesome. We've got moving. Franklin, Tennessee. We've got Waterbury, Connecticut, Athens, Georgia, Midfield, Alabama, Marysville, California, Indianapolis, Jackson, Loganville, Georgia, Los Angeles, Bessemer, Alabama, North Carolina, come on, Stafford, Virginia, Muskegon.
I think so. It's Muskegon.
Muskegon, Michigan. You know I'm from California. We refer.
It's Muskegon.
Thank you. Okay. Detroit, Michigan. Houston, Texas. Fayetteville, North Carolina. Come on. Oh, we got Faith, Michelle, and Joseph from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
What's happening? What's going on? Faith, y'all from the same school? All y'all from the same school? Somebody answer. Yeah.
3 of us.
Oh, okay. All right, Michelle. Welcome. Let's go. All right.
Joseph straight.
Oh, bet Jess. Okay, got it. All right. So, Ashley, what's your red apple moment this week? What went amazing for you?
My red apple moment, really, I'm just going to be transparent. It would have been my mother's 75th birthday yesterday. And so I celebrated her 75th birthday, her heavenly birthday, if you will. So that was definitely my red apple moment, to just sit and just be with my mom, because I miss her.
I love it.
You understand. I know.
I promise you, I do. So, hey, your hair is really cute tonight. I don't know. I hope you didn't go to the salon, but if that's a bathroom kitchen do, it's all right. It's looking good tonight.
Well, praise God.
Let's go. All right. So let me tell y'all my red apple moment. Let me tell you, I've been waiting all week. I've been saving it. I didn't want to post it online. I've been so excited because I've been telling people about our RAM. Like, they're like, y'all do RAMs. I seen you post something say RAM. So I'm going to post that every Friday. And if something else amazing happens to you, type right under it. We are on Eric Thomas's Educators and Leaders page. That's the name of it. At some point, I'm going to name it Extreme Teachers, but not yet. All right. So for me, so I had this amazing task. Amazing. Let me tell you, amazing task for, so Eric is doing a summer school. He wants to do summer school. I'm like, all right, that's great. Oh, wait. Danielle, I see you. I'm sorry, you didn't do your red apple moment, did you?
No, I was waiting,
hey.
but.
Oh, I didn't see your hand. I'm sorry. Okay, your turn. I'll go last. I'll wait. What's yours?
Okay. Hi, I'm Danielle. Today's my first day. My red apple moment this week is, I think, really coming into my vision that God has on me, even though it's been there, but I guess really accepting it or going back to it, which is youth development and working in the community to raise the bar for young people in Los Angeles, South LA, preferably.
Let's go. I love it. I love it. All right. So for me, all right, so Eric is doing this summer school, right? Now it's virtual summer school. So y'all think about that. If y'all had to do virtual summer school. Now see, y'all thinking it's for one district. He don't think district-wide. He think worldwide. So he want to do a summer school for worldwide. Any kid in the world, any parent want to sign their kid up for this in the world. I said, like the world? You don't want to partner with no district? We partner with a district, but we still open up to the world. Like the whole world? Yep. All right, cool. The whole world. Let's go. So I was like, all right, cool. I'll frame it out. I want you to find the curriculum. You want me to find the curriculum that they can use across the nation, the whole world, everybody. Any kid want to be here. Right, yeah. And do a schedule. Let me have a schedule and everything. I want math. I want language arts. I was like, okay. So I was stuck because, as you know, first of all, kids across the world, how you gonna get them at the same level? Yeah, I want 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Even if you got a 6th grade, he could be at 3rd grade level, he could be at a 9th grade level. So I'm like, come through, Jesus, you got to give me something. So let me give you backstory a little bit. So I retired in July. My friend who's a principal, she was like, hey, Val, would you like to be my substitute? I said, I'm not subbing with no kids, girl. No, the devil is a whole lie. And ain't no way I'm going to go sub me. So you trying to get me to catch a case because I would go to jail trying to sub. And she was like, no. She said, sub for me as the principal. I said, principals have subs? Now, mind you, I was a principal 15 years. I didn't know principals had subs. But if it's long-term, like maternity leave, they'll put a sub in. But she's talking about if I'm out on Tuesday because I'm going to do whatever, you come in. I was like, now that's weird. Okay, cool. And she was like, yeah, they pay $500 a day. $500 a day. And you know, subs don't do no work because real teachers don't want the sub touching nothing. Like, don't touch nothing. You're going to mess something up. Don't teach them because I don't even know if you know how to teach it. Like, don't touch my stuff. Just sit down. I need a body. Don't let them kill each other. And if I give you something to do, it's going to be a worksheet. It's going to be a review of what I already taught. I'm sorry. I used to be possessive like that over my classroom. I didn't want them doing nothing. So I'm going in. I'm literally taking my laptop. I'm taking my iPad because I'm watching a movie and I'm working on that's what I do. So the kids, so it was a high school of only juniors and seniors. All the juniors and seniors were in a credit recovery program. So y'all ready? It was 77 students. Come on, y'all. Y'all ain't excited for me. I was excited. $500 and they in class. They got teachers, they got counselors, they got psychologists, they got everybody on staff. I just need to be the person with my type 75 degree in the building. Let's go. All right, and I'm great at discipline. I connect with kids, so I dealt with the discipline. But they on their last leg. They're not trying to get kicked out. So the worst thing they had was like vapes, right? They vaping. So I was like, all right, you vape, you getting suspended. It is what it is, right? So that's the backstory. And they use this program, right? And it clicked in my head. I Googled a summer school program. The program that they use in the credit recovery program was the one that popped up. It's called Edgenuity. I knew nothing about Edgenuity. I've heard the name. So I reached out to Edgenuity. And when I reached out to them, they were like, I was telling them what we were doing. They was like, The lady not saying much. She going, I don't like, Talk to me. What does mean? And she was like, well, is this much per kid? In my mind, I said, he want the world. And they just gave us a per kid price, Jesus. And it's for the year, per kid. So me, have not because you ask not. I said, can we prorate it to 3 months because we just want to run summer school? She came back with, we sure can. I said, let's go. We prorated. Imagine a 12-month program. Now they prorating it to 6 months. And we're going to try to apply for grants and do other stuff to pay for everything. So we're getting staff to volunteer their time because, if you don't know Edgenuity, let me tell you about this one program called My Path real quick, and then we're going to get started. So My Path does you kids come in, they take an assessment, right? They take an assessment and it places them at their level from where they scored in reading and language arts. And then they self-paced, independent learning. So they just going through the program and at their own level. So now we can help kids across the world. And then the person who supervises them can look and see, oh, you're here. You spent 12 minutes on something they said you should have spent 55 minutes on. You go back. You didn't do it right. Or you spent too much time, sweetie. You spent 90 minutes on something they said it took you 15. So my red apple moment was finding this curriculum, getting it prorated, and E saying, let's go. I was on 10. When I tell you I was on 10, I was on 50. I ain't gonna lie, I was on 50. It was my birthday. It wasn't really my birthday, but it was my birthday. You know how you feel on your birthday? And I was so excited. It felt like it was my birthday. So that was my red apple moment. And I've been looking for them every day. And I'm adding them to my sheet. So let me tell you what, Ashling, this is your creation. So somebody said I should take my my chart. See, Wednesday, that's the day that helps me. So this is my list of things I have to do today and remind myself to keep going. So I had all these things to do today. Those are my appointments for today. And something I didn't write down because I forgot. Y'all ready for the cray-cray? Somebody was flying in to come pick up donations that I had from Reno. Had all this on my list, and she called and said, okay, we'll be there at 1:45. Glad it was 11 o'clock so I can make it to the airport. So I had to go take care of that, but I had all these things to do. So I'm a crosser outer. And so I like to cross it out when I get it done. That's me. So I'm going to take this and have it turned into an ebook where it's just pages. And for the week, you print, and it's going to be a free download on extremeteachers.com. And you print it, and then you print 7 pages. So so if something happens that's due on Thursday or appointment on Thursday, you flip to Thursday. And that's what happened. The reason I'm going to do 7 pages is because I didn't write down that she was coming today because she told me on Sunday. I wasn't ready. So now what I know, when I get my book ready, I'm going to do 7 pages. And then if I have appointments on the other days, I'm going to write them down on here. So it's going to be a free download. I talked to the guy today. We're going to design, get it done. So I'm all excited about that. So that's something we'll be able to do. So thank you, Ashley, and thank you everybody else that encouraged me to do that. So thank you so much. All right, so let's get started. Y'all ready, rock and roll? We're gonna push because it's 7:35. I don't know what's gonna happen, how we're gonna do red apple moments when we have a lot of people on the call. Like, you know, we're getting up, so we're at 26. So it's awesome. Keep it going. We are doing amazing. All right, y'all, let's go. All right, grab your paper and your pencil. I'm old school, but if you want to use your phone or you want to use your laptop, whatever. All right, so some of this stuff was new to me. I started researching it, and I love learning new things. So if y'all have experience with these things, y'all tell me, and somebody may want to share their experience, be it good or bad, all right? So let's go. So think about, don't do this, but think about it. Think about writing your signature with your least dominant hand. Just as attentive as you are about writing with that hand, that's how attentive you have to be when you're learning something new. So you need to concentrate, because let's say your right hand was broken and you had to write with your left hand. You would do it. So because I know how PD can be boring. I used to hate professional development. When I tell you I hated it, I thought it was a waste of time. And then they didn't want you to grade papers. So I used to do I was in the back so I could be on my laptop and they wouldn't know what I was doing. Then you had a principal tell everybody, close your laptops. I'm like, come on, you're being petty. But, you know, whatever. So I was like, this is crazy. So I felt like that. I felt like I was always writing with my least dominant hand when I went to PDs. Or it was never fun. That's why when you log on, we got music, we're talking, we want to know about red apple moments. I want to know about you guys. You guys help drive me. Wednesdays, I don't even want people to touch my Wednesdays. I got mad because she was coming on Wednesday. I was like, who told her she'd come on Wednesday? Like this Wednesday, this PD Wednesday. So it's about you guys. I love seeing y'all. I love getting y'all emails. I got emails this week from like 5 different people. I was like, oh, what's up? We're connecting. And I felt good. And I can't wait to talk to some of your staff members. So if you don't know Eric Thomas, shame on you, but it's okay. You can meet him. But he and I are doing different schools. Like we'll go on to your school staff meeting and we'll talk to your teachers and motivate them. So he does a lot of that. And then if he's not able to make it, I jump on, but we'll make it work. All right? Okay, so let's keep going. We work with our least dominant hand. So this is blended learning. I'm a very visual person. This is what blended learning is like to me. Putting it all in a blender and trying to figure it out. So I said, what is blended learning like? What does that really look like? And to me, I started thinking about it, and it felt like it was really stations. It was old school stations and learning how to blend the physical room with the virtual room, if you will. So you're online learning. So it's not necessarily virtually, like sometimes it could be happening in class, sometimes it could be at home. Right now we're at home, but we're preparing for next year already. Like it's a wrap. Whatever they know right now. Like, yeah, like we're not trying to, you know, part the Red Sea right now. We just trying to stay floating. We just trying to stay in the boat and hope it don't flip over at this point. So, I forgot to ask. Hey, Anita, you're in Midfield, Alabama, right?
Yes.
Okay, who's your principal?
Meredith Davis.
Did she send you this to join?
Yes.
Okay, I love her.
Me too.
Her daughters are my favorite. They used to be in my college prep program, and they are my favorite. Oh my God. Okay. All right. I just forgot to ask you earlier. All right. As y'all can tell, I am a high I. I am a flight attendant. I tend to everyone, and I meant to ask, if it comes up, 9 out of 10 may come out. I'm glad I'm a positive person though. All right. Let's go. All right. So we're doing blended learning tonight. All right. So let's talk about it. So what is blended learning? What is it? I just told you it's like a merge of the physical, but I looked it up and they're giving you all of these deep definitions, the psychological definitions of it and different pedagogies and all of this stuff. I was like, come on, break it down. All right, write it down. Blended learning is a method of learning that combines face-to-face and online instruction. Boom. I'm waiting. Y'all not writing it down. Y'all not typing. Y'all not doing nothing. You know how you waiting on the kids? I can tell when you're writing. If you're still looking at me, you're not writing. I'm an old school principal. All right, in the chat, tell me, have you done, it could be thumbs up. Oh, matter of fact, y'all know what the emoji, I'm not pushing it. Y'all have emojis for your screen. Vanessa, can you put one up? Is it Joanne that does it or Vanessa? Vanessa, put a thumbs up. There you go. You see the thumbs up?
It's called reactions.
Okay, reactions is at the bottom of your screen. Now, I'm pushing it if I had y'all do reactions. All right, give me a thumbs up if you a blended learning guru, like you got it. All right, we got 2. No, Anita's like, no, don't look at my thumbs up. All right, so we have 2. Okay. All right, so we got some gurus in here. So y'all got to help us out tonight. So it's teachers teaching teachers. So if y'all know something and you've done it and it didn't work out or it did work out, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what you did that worked. And then why didn't it work out? I'm cool with people saying something didn't work, but I like to know why. So I can avoid that why and make it work for me. I don't like people that bring problems without solutions. All right, I like y'all though. Okay, so let's talk about types of blended learning, right? Because that was my thing. I thought blended learning was simply just stations, but what are you doing in the stations? What's the different type of blended learning styles you could have? All right, so let's go. And if you remind me, Ashling or Susan, y'all remind me to post the PowerPoint in the group. And the recordings are now on Extreme Teachers on YouTube. So if you go to Extreme Teachers on YouTube, you can get the recordings from all of the, can you type that in the chat for me, someone? You can get all the recordings. So if you want to go back, share it with someone, go to Extreme Teachers. Was it Letitia that reached out to me about old lesson? Yes, you forced my hand because I was like, what I'm gonna do with the recordings? Because you asked me for something. And I was like, I'm gonna just put the recordings out there. So instead of me posting them in the group and you have to look for them, you can go to Extreme Teachers and we're doing volume 1, volume 2 with the date as well. And it gives you the topic, all right? So you can go there. See, I accommodate, I love y'all. I'm working it out. We're gonna make it work. All right, so what is types of blended learning? So these are types that I saw that I thought was so amazing. So you have rotation model, face-to-face driver, online driver, enriched virtual model, flex learning model, flipped classroom model, project-based model, inside-out learning model, outside-in learning model, and got the rotation model, blended learning. So all of that. So when your principal's like, we're doing blended learning, we want blended learning, you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, blend on. That's what you're thinking, blend on out of here, because it's not working. So, all right. So Susan says, Ashley, can you read that? That's Ashley's job. I'm taking her job.
Sure, it's all good. So Susan Rogers says, we use Moby Max online for math once a week on Mondays to review the previous week's concepts and walk around giving kids individual help while other kids practice or just go on to extra math independently.
I love it. Moby Max. Moby Max. So write that down. That's something somebody else, I've never heard of it, but if that's a tool we can use, let's get with it. Let's make it happen. All right. So what I did, I looked up each one of these, and some I were familiar with and some I wasn't. So it was a learning for me to learn about these so we could talk about it today. I'm not the guru at all of the topics, but I am a guru at connecting and helping people process through it. So that's what I love facilitating. So it's not all about me. It's about you guys. All right, so outside-in blended learning. Experiences are planned to start in the non-academic physical. Physical is just the classroom. Don't get, because I kept reading these, I was like, what is physical? Why do they keep saying it like that? Physical is a classroom. You know, they want to be real, you know. All right, so the non-academic physical and digital, you know what that is. All right, used on a daily basis, but finish inside of the classroom. So it starts outside and then it comes inside. I never thought about something like that. So I never heard of this until I started researching outside-in blended learning. Had anybody ever heard of outside-in blended learning? Right, so could you imagine if they did something at home and then when they came into class, they had to report on it? Or they had to, you send something out for them to do at home, and then they come into class. You could, not here, let me tell you how you can make your class go haywire. Tell them that the assignment will be placed on Google Classroom at 6:30. At 6:30, they're gonna be right there trying to get it. You can see. So when I learned about it, I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Oh my goodness. So that you can do the outside. So then when they come in, they can go to different stations and share differently. I mean, in a different way. So you can have some where they're writing at one part, but they're using the outside in. They're still bringing out the outside. They're starting outside and then it comes in. I love it. I thought that was really cool. And I was in education 29 and a half years and never thought about that one. Anybody want input on that? Anybody want to share anything about outside in blended learning? All right. All right, cool. I got two gurus in the building. So if y'all want to chime in, just unmute and just talk to me. All right, let's go. Inside out blended learning, right? So we already know. We had outside in, we inside out. Let's flip that thing. Experiences are planned to finish or end up beyond the physical classroom, but still require a benefit from the unique advantages of both physical and digital space. Start inside and they finish outside. A lot of times that's tradition. They finish outside, but they have them finish outside digitally. If they started with some non-digital stuff in the classroom, when you have them finish outside, it can definitely be a project. It can definitely be, what if they had to, upload it, Google Classroom, they had to finish it or do something, or the second part was something they had to definitely do outside. And usually, if we give homework, I used to love for kids to start in the classroom, but I didn't blend it with technology. I give you 5 or 10 minutes to start in the classroom, but let's do something where now you're making them pause. Your second part of your assignment will be sent at 5 o'clock. Now you know, okay? So you got some structure, or it can be sent at 4. They get out of school at 3, or to be uploaded at 3:30. You're causing them to have to do something at home, outside of the classroom. Any feedback on that one? That was kind of traditional. The concept was traditional, but what I loved about it was that it reminds me to use technology. It reminds me to use technology. And I need these kind of things to remind me to use technology because I taught math. So technology was what, y'all? Yep. Susan like Calculator, yep. That's what I went to. I went straight to the calculator. I was thinking that was technology when there's so much more. It's so much more that we can do out there to help our kids learn independently. And we want to control so much. Do you guys use Charlotte Danielson for your evaluations? Anyone? So Charlotte Danielson is her teacher evaluation model is more coaching as opposed to having gotcha moments. Charlotte Danielson is student initiated. The students initiate the learning. The students do a lot in the classroom. And that was so much better because your kids, they have a lot of aha moments while you're teaching. And it's not so much what the teacher may start and teach for 5 minutes. And the rest is student initiated. It could be stations, it could be reading, it could be virtual, it could be all kind of stuff going on. But they can be in different groups, but not necessarily rotating, but they're in different groups and they're working together to arrive at the answer. It reminds me of science labs. Yes, Danielson Group, yes. Phenomenal. When I tell you she's phenomenal, watch a video. And the way you scored on your evaluation is the kids do the majority of the work. They take attendance. So there's a program that works with a smart board, but you can do it different ways. Program that work with a smart board, when the kids walk in, they move their name to the present column. Kids taking attendance. They're not in your attendance book. They're not in your grade book. They're not on your computer. You got it on a smart board. So if not, what could it be? You could almost have magnets and everybody is assigned a number and the kid just moves the number over and you know the number. So you can look at, boom, 2, 7, and 6 still out. So all I got to do real quick is write down 2, 7, 6 under first period. Now when I get a second, I know 2, 7, and 6 were out. So I can go back and mark them absent. So and when you're a veteran, you're used to controlling everything in your class. Y'all, I'm ashamed of the teacher that I was. My kids would sit down. I would teach, but I would control. And the teacher across the hall from me, Mr. Foreman, I thought he was the worst teacher ever in life. They had beanbag chairs. They used to lay on the floor. They could bring carpet. I was like, what? Why they can't sit in the desk in there? They would be in the hallway working. But why are they on a beanbag chair? What are they doing? And I was like, oh, that makes sense. They just get up and walk around. If they want tissue, they just go get tissue. I was like, oh, Mr. Foreman, that is just ridiculous. Yep. That was my first year, my first 2 months teaching across the hall from him. By the end of the year, he and I were both the favorite teacher of the year. The kids loved us. He had controlled chaos. And I never understood controlled chaos until I saw him teach. So y'all know what happened when I became a principal, right? Hey, Foreman, I'm gonna need you to come to my school. I hired him because he was amazing, but he had controlled chaos. So sometimes you don't understand another person's system because it's not like yours. All right, so let's keep going. Anything I need to know about in the chat, Ashley?
Yeah, Vanessa just shared, I teach journalism. I'm the advisor to the school newspaper and they do all the preparation in class, in groups, by section of the newspaper, and then write, revise, edit, etc. through Google Docs. Then I have them share with the editors-in-chief who conference with them after reading their articles, and they discuss, revise in real time in the classroom.
Love it. Love it. Yes, yes. You're right, Sarah. Flexible seating is amazing. Not when I was teaching, though. You sitting up in this desk, I need you to have 2 pieces of paper on your desk and 1 pencil. Anything more than that, you lose points. I promise y'all, I was bad. I was so bad. I was like, but my kids love me because if you handled your business, we was good. I mean, we were fine. It was great in my room because they knew my expectations though. It wasn't any hidden expectations. So that's the great thing about it. But I had to learn to relax. All right, what it says, I purchased my,
Marini says, I purchased my own bean bags and rug. When you come in my class, my scholars do not have on their shoes and they're laying on the carpet working hard at their choice.
You better call them scholars, girl. You better claim it. I love it. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I love it. I love it. What grade do you teach and what subject? Uh-oh, wait. We got to unmute her. It's not working. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, I'm 6th grade, special education, ELA, and social studies.
Let's go. Say your first name.
Marini.
Come on, let's go, Ashley. I wanted that G to be something. I was Rigney. I was on it. I was making that G be something. All right, let's go. I love it, y'all. All right. She said, nobody said scholars need shoes. You're right about that. I love it. All right, let's go. Next one up. All right, so combining project-based. Somebody talked about a project over here. I don't know who it was, but somebody talked about a project. So it's combining project-based learning models with blended learning techniques allow students to work independently and with others to gain and apply knowledge and skills in a real world context. Let's go. When possible, hold focus groups. Teach kids what focus groups are. It's great. Focus groups and testing sessions with students to fully understand their needs and learning context. Project-based learning. Everybody does an independent a part of the project, then they come together. That's accountability. But here's my problem with a project-based. I don't have a problem with, it's just people. I don't have a problem with the project-based learning. I got a problem with people that don't do their part. And then a teacher tells a kid, well, y'all get a grade for the whole project. And there go Mikey not doing what he's supposed to do. Now my kid flunked because Mikey didn't know. So I don't know okay, anybody, how do you avoid that? What do you do? Somebody talked about a project. What is that? Anybody? Come on, unmute. Just talk to me.
We use rubrics. So based off of if that person didn't uphold their part, then we didn't deduct from everybody.
Oh, you just deduct from that kid.
Right.
Okay. Vanessa, is that what you do?
No, I do something different. It's tedious in the beginning, but it's so worth it once you get it set up. I have them, in this class, have them make a group contract, but not, it's not willy-nilly. They actually write their roles. It's a lot, but it's worth it. I have them write, if you break a rule, what the consequence is. So I just try to build all this accountability to each other. And then I do have them say, I do write in there, if you don't do your part, then you have to work by yourself for the day. You can't work with the group. And then it's they all have to sign it. I have to sign it. And, we take it seriously. And then I go around and I actually follow up, I'll walk around the classroom and I check them off as they're working, so it's easy to see, what they're doing when you walk around. Then who's prepared, who's not, you see one sentence on the page or not. But anyway, it is so good to set it up in the beginning. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk to you.
You're good. I'm listening. You're right. They have one sentence and they think they're done.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, great. I love the input. All right, let's roll. Anyone else wanted to share before we move on? Okay, Anita said, is there something out there that is blended, that will bring blended learning down to kindergarten level? Yeah, because we'll get to one, but you can do stations, Anita. You can do stations where at this station they're coloring. At this station, they're playing a game on the computer. At this, you'll get, it's like rotation. It's like rotation in old school stations. And then they could watch a video and then color the character from the video at the next station. So yeah, but you'll get to it. Give me 1 second. Wait, it's close. I know it. All right. So this one used to a flipped classroom. I heard this so much. I was like, what? Oh my goodness. All right. A pedagogical, I always get I love saying pedagogy, but pedagogical, there you go, approach in which the conventional notation of classroom-based learning is inverted. Students are introduced to the learning material before class with classroom time, then being used to deepen their understanding through discussion with peers and problem-solving activities facilitated by teachers. This was so cool when I watched it. When I observed teachers doing this, I thought it was so cool. So they get the information, it's in class, they're getting the information, but then the blended part, then they switch from doing that, then they start with, it's not really stations, but groups. So what did they call it in here? So there's discussion with their peers. So, and then they have problem-solving activities facilitated by the teacher. I love it. So you can be as creative as possible. It doesn't have to be higher level thinking. You can have higher level thinking activities, lower level. You can blend it. Yeah, I loved it. Any feedback on flipped classroom? Anybody tried it? Flipped classroom. Yes, Donna, come talk. Ashley, Ashley got it. Donna, what's up? Have you done it before? Wait. Okay, there you go.
Actually, this week I started reading a book on flipped classroom. I can share it with you guys. And it was about, and what I'm looking for is how to flip the homework to get more students involved in completing homework.
Less is more.
Mm-hmm.
That's my version. Less is more.
Yes.
We gonna, you know what? We might do no more homework next week.
Right.
That might be the topic. No more homework.
What's the name of the book that you're reading
Let
about?
me get it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, put it in the chat when you come back, or send it to Ashley. She'll put it in there. All right, let's go. Next up.
Susan says, teacher who did this at my school thought it was really cool for the half the class who would log on outside of school, but had a hardcore group who refused to do anything outside of school.
I think that's where you start timing that sucker. You start timing that work that goes out. You start timing it, and you can see it's on Google. You can see what time. Type in the title and the author in the group. You can see what time they're logging on. How about that? Let's hold them accountable, and let's cheat. Make it a game. Start making it first a game, where it's just fill in the blank and they got to type their answers, number one, number two, where you're just pulling them in. And then from the pull in, then you give them something else. Then you start making it deeper and deeper. And you do that throughout the year. So by the time they get to, and guess what? You can't make a horse drink. He has to be thirsty, right? So leading him to water, he has to be thirsty for it. So you have to create the thirst. I don't drink anymore, but I don't even go to the bar anymore. But you know what's always at the bar, right? Do y'all know what they keep on the bar that's free?
Peanuts.
Peanuts. What kind of peanuts, Faith?
Salty.
Salty peanuts. They help you get thirsty first, then you want to buy a drink. It's extra salt on the peanuts at a bar. Hello. That's what I'm talking about. And they give them out free. They fill the bowl. You can just get out because you're thirsty. And 9 out of 10, if you're at a bar, you're not going to drink water. So that's where you really need to go. You need to figure it out and spoon them. Spoon them. All right. Feed them a little bit. It's kind of like feeding them baby food. You start out with baby food. You don't have a baby and you just give them steak right away. You give them a little bit. It could be a contest at first. Who logs on? And this is how you get it, right? When I had a contest, everybody thought the first person won, right? So I used to say the 1st, the 15th, and the 27th person gets on. So if I'm not the first, I still got a chance. I'm not giving up because I'm not number one. Because everybody gonna look and go, y'all know Tanya always get it right. Y'all know Tanya gonna get it right. She's gonna be the first one, right? So no, 1st, 15th, and the 27th. I just picked arbitrary numbers. It didn't even matter. But I know if it's only 30 kids in the class, I just gotta beat 26. It's 26 of them. I gotta, them last 3, 26 can go before me, but matter of fact, it's 2. Because if I'm 27, 28, 29, it's 3 more. I gotta beat 3 people. I just gotta beat 3 people. And I got a good chance of winning. All right, so let's go. All right, so now we're on flex model. How did that get up there? I didn't put that up there. Okay. All right, so we're on flex models. The flex model lets students move on fluid schedules. That, see, control chaos. Fluid schedules, it's like, right there in my heart, I got nervous when I read this earlier. I was like, fluid, why? Make it, I need ice, frozen, stop moving. All right, fluid schedules among learning activities according to their needs. Now you're talking about independent, you're talking about owning where you are. You're creating an atmosphere where you're meeting your students where they are. You're meeting them where they are. You got to meet me to teach me. So I thought about this today. This was going to be my live today, but I might do it tomorrow. So y'all act brand new, and under my live, put a lot of likes tomorrow, because I'm going to say this. When you're an educator, think about if you had to go, if you were responsible for a child getting from point A to point B. Now, think about the age of the child. If I called you and I said, hey, Sarah, I need you to make sure little Victor get from Donna house to Susan house. And you go, got you. 6 months old. What are you gonna do? Let's walk it out. Come on, Sarah. Unmute. Let me unmute you, Sarah. Yep, what you gonna do?
Wow, and 6 months?
6 months old, the baby at Donna house. I need him to get to Susan house. What you gonna do?
I'm going to take it to Donna's house.
Okay, so when you get to Donna's house, what you gonna do? You gonna call in and tell Victor to walk out here? What you gonna do?
I'm going to get him.
It's not a trick question. Come on. Yep. You going where? What you gonna do when you get there? What you gonna do?
So I'm gonna call Donna and tell Donna to bring Victor to me.
Okay. Okay. So if she say you got to come in, I can't come out right now. I can't come out. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna open the door and
you
go
open
get
the
him.
door. You going to get him. You going in the house and you gonna get him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, you ready? Y'all heard that. Now, Sarah, if Victor was 19 but he was at Donna house, let's say 16, and he at Donna house and need to get to Susan house. What you gonna do when you get to Donna house?
I'm gonna call Donna and tell him to come get in the car.
Come get in the car. Let's go. Now, if you in charge of Victor getting to Susan house from Donna house and he 21 and he has a car and his car is there, but I'm out of town, you're in charge of making sure he gets from one spot to the other. What you gonna do? He has a car. He has a car.
Oh, he got a car?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell him where he needs to be, send him the address if I need to.
Okay, now let's go with the educational level of a child. If a child is 6 months old, you're gonna do a lot more to get them where they need to be.
Exactly.
You feel? But you gotta know where they are to figure out what you're gonna do when you get there, right?
Yeah.
So if a kid is at a lower level, you're gonna have to do a little bit more work. Not only just go and be like, okay, you're at 3rd grade level, here a 3rd grade math book. You can't drop the book off. When you get there, he in 3rd grade, but this is 8th grade, you gotta walk him through that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So if they are 16, doesn't have a car, doesn't drive, he still has some independence because you can get there and call and say, come on out, because he's strong enough to come on out. But if he's 21 and he has everything he needs, all you got to do is give him directions, right?
Yes.
So that's where you set up your blended learning and your learning stations. You figure out, you make sure they have each station set up.
Mm-hmm.
Even as if they were an infant, because you're going to have kids that's at the infant stage.
Right.
So you got to know your kids. You got to meet them where they are. So you got to meet that six-month-old what a 6-month-old is. You got to go in the house and get them. You got to meet that 16-year-old where they are. They can walk. You let them walk.
You're right.
You got the 21-year-old. You didn't say I'm going to call, be like, go to Susan house. You said I'm going to give him the address if he needed. You still were there to support but you gave him the independence of his own, right? On his own.
Yes.
And that's my mindset of teaching. You got to meet a kid to teach a kid. You just can't tell a kid, this is what we learning today. Just because everybody in the room 21, you might have somebody that's mentally 6 months and you got to go get them. You might have to dress them too.
Indeed.
But you just can't think of a kid's age and start teaching them from the age or the grade. All right, thanks for letting me use you, Sarah. I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it. Being a first-year teacher, I am learning so much from you guys, and I thank you for all the wealth of knowledge.
Let's
Thank
go.
you.
That's what we do. Amen. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Because guess what? Even in my tenure of 29 and a half years, I don't know it all. I'm good. Yeah, I'm great. I'm not phenomenal. There are days when I have phenomenal days. There are days when I have okay days. But if you ever ask me how I'm doing, I'm going to say amazing. Because it's really a mindset of how you accomplish that thing. Because you can look at that elephant and somebody said, we're going to barbecue him, but you got to eat him. You like, hold on. But if you cut him up and you put him on a plate, I can eat a plate at a time. Yeah. One bite at a time. So you got to figure it out. And as a new year teacher, I'm going to tell you this. I didn't get into my swing till 5 years. Because you're listening to, everybody got advice. Everybody got advice for you, but they don't know Sarah. And Sarah don't know herself as a teacher yet. Sarah knows the experiences she had. Sarah doesn't know what experience she can bring into the classroom for the betterment of her kids. Veterans tell everything about when they teach and it come out. If it come up, it come out if it's gonna help the kid learn. When you are a younger teacher, you kind of fall back. And you don't just put it all out there because you don't know. But so my gift to you is the gift of knowing you don't have to know everything. And when I'm gonna tell you when the pendulum swung for me, when I was able to say I don't know. Because when I started teaching, I thought I had to teach. I was a teacher. I had the teacher's edition. I was supposed to know all the answers. But when I became a veteran, I'd be like, baby, I do not know. Let me figure that out. Look, I got on here and say, y'all, I'm not the guru of blended learning. I don't know it all. So I know some, but what I do have is experience and wisdom in education.
Yes.
Right. So I have experience, and a lot of stuff has a new name. It's just a new label on an old bottle. They might have changed the bottle shape, but it's still the same thing on the inside. So that's where, except math, and people get mad when I say new math, but I'm sorry, y'all. I taught math for 15 years, and I am stumped by some of
I'm teaching math next year.
But I love math, though, girl. We got it.
I do too. I love math.
Let me say this: don't call me if you're doing the new math. But if you got some old school and they need some techniques, I got you. Okay. And I'm gonna tell you this. Pause for a minute on blended learning. You know how I taught geometry and shapes? I taught shapes where it's parallelogram, square, and all of that. I use gym shoes. Oh. Nike, right? So a four-sided figure is still can be a parallelogram because you got sides that run parallel. But it's still, so a square can't be a rectangle, right?
No.
But it's still, right. So you got Nike, so you got Air Force Ones and you got Jordans. They still Nikes, they just two different types of Nikes. Feel me? Yeah. So you just use, find a gym shoe that only has one type of shoe, like one shoe. And that's the one where it's, I can't think of it now, but those loner shapes. And you just hold those loner shapes with that type of gym shoe. But then the ones where it crossover, you got Jordan, you got Nike is a total crossover. They got all kind of shoes.
Right.
Puma has all kind of shoes. So you got to think like that. So I did shoes first. And then you talking about them understanding. My kids had geometry, shapes, all of that. They was a beast at it because I applied it to their world. When I taught angles, we did maps in the neighborhood. We just straight did maps. I took the streets around the school and showed them maps, which streets run parallel. So when you're trying to figure out parallel, but see, where I live, 24th and 25th ran parallel. St. Charles and Washington ran parallel. They run the same way. The kids know the streets around their house. But if you say segment AB runs parallel to segment DC, they're like, what the? Who is parallel?
I've seen a lot of teachers, they use
because we're so close to DC and the kids go to DC a lot, they use the DC, like all of the streets. It was a really neat lesson. I was like, wow.
Oh, yeah. Oh, have a ball. Be as creative. And this is something I learned in speaking, because I travel the country and I speak. Sell without selling. Sell without selling. So teach without teaching. Just start talking about shoes one day. Do a whole lesson on gym shoes. And they're going to be like, they're going to start telling you, oh, no. And then you say, well, can a Puma be a Nike? No, that's stupid. Puma can't be Nike. Exactly. This shape can't be this shape, even though it has 4 sides. Boom. Quadrilaterals. That's it. Quadrilaterals. Quadrilaterals are gym shoes, but there's different types of quadrilaterals. Feel me? All right. I love math.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby. But we here every Wednesday. So don't worry about being a new teacher. Bring them all. We got all this veterans over here. Okay, in the chat, put how many years you've been teaching. Everybody, I'm about to show you something. Let's go. Everybody, put how many years they've been in education. All right. So we did the flex model. Did we finish? Nope. Okay. It lets students move. Oh, fluid. We talked about this. Online learning is the backbone of student learning in a flex model. So y'all heard that, right? Online learning is the backbone. So flex model is based on online learning. Teachers provide support, instruction on a flexible as needed basis while students work through course curriculum and content. So it's kind of reversed. All right, let's go, because we are, I love talking to y'all. We are hour in. Come on. Our Enriched Virtual model is a course of, Ashley, when you get a chance, add up those years. Let me add my 29.5. Give me my 0.5 though. Don't forget the 0.5. That's a good 0.5. That was the best out of all 29. That 0.5 at the end, I was so happy. All right. Enriched Virtual model is a course or subject in which students have required face-to-face learning sessions with a teacher, and then are free to complete remaining work remotely. I've seen this happen in a lot of special ed classrooms where they'll do a one-to-one while the other kids are working. And then they'll switch up and call another kid over and do a one-to-one on something. What's up, Sorrel? I didn't know. I just saw your hat. What's up, Sorrel? Hey, I guess you could tell my walls. Okay, keep going. Come on, see? I'm an I, y'all. I'm an I. I saw a hat and got excited. I'm a flight attendant. It is what it is. All right. All right, online learning is the backbone of student learning when students are not in school. Wow, hello. They should have put COVID in parentheses. Online learning is the backbone of student learning when students are not in school. So you got the Enriched Virtual model. The common definition of Enriched Virtual model is the course of subject when students have required. Oh, I put it in there twice. Look at that, must have been good to me. Must have been good to me. Face-to-face driver model is a type of blended learning in which technology is used alongside traditional teaching to increase success in educational outcomes. Face-to-face classroom teaching is the main mode of delivery in this model, but technology is used to supplement learning. So it's basically doing their homework online. I think we've all done that. 339 years on this line. Sarah. You are not alone. We are here with you. All right. What you are reading showing on the screen? If so, y'all don't see nothing? Y'all ain't been seeing nothing this whole time?
Yeah, we have. We've seen everything. It might be a view.
Swipe. You on your phone or your computer? Really? Anybody else see the all of the blended learning tiles?
Yeah.
Yeah, Donna, I don't know what you're doing,
I think
Donna.
it's just Donna that is not seeing it.
Donna, put on speaker view or something. You're on a different view. All right, I'm gonna keep going. We'll send the PowerPoint down and you'll have it. All right, so we did face-to-face. Okay, cool. All right, this old school right here, station rotation model allows students to rotate through stations on a fixed schedule. So it's fixed. This is Miss Humphrey's right here. This is my favorite. They on a fixed schedule. 357 hours. Years. Let's go. All right, so we're on a fixed schedule. Yeah, fixed schedule, where at least one of the stations is an online station. This model is most common, see, in elementary schools because teachers are already familiar with rotating in centers or stations. This is what I love. Bing, move to the next station. Bing, did you move to the next station? Go back. That's me. Control. It used to be me, but now it's free learning. It's free. All right. So that's old school station. So who was that? Anita. This something that yeah, okay. I saw you shaking your head. Yep. All right. So those are all of the things we just went through. I'm gonna put up, you can get the video on YouTube, but you also can I'll provide the I'll put the link also in the group, but still go to YouTube. I'm gonna upload it. But the other 3 are in YouTube already. This is it's volume 4, so it'll be in YouTube. I'll have it in there. Maybe I'll stay up tonight. Depends on how long it takes to render. All right, so you have all of those different styles, and there's other styles as well, but we just did these, okay? So you just had, I think it's 11, 12, let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. How about that? 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 9. All right, 9 different styles. Okay, so this is what you need to remember. Kids learn, I usually say it's 3 ways, but I forgot, I didn't forget about one, but I didn't think about it so much. Like see, hearing, and doing, right? But then when you write in, I always thought about reading and writing as a doing, but sometimes they separate it. So kids learn, everybody learns in one of the 3 ways, or mainly what they're saying now, 4 ways. See, hearing, and doing. Okay, see, hearing, doing, read, and write. So just remember that. So when you're creating your stations, make sure you're incorporating that into your lessons. All right. All right, so blended learning. So you have some advantages and disadvantages. All right. So it's a lot of work. Okay, I'm gonna do the disadvantages first. It's time requirements. So it takes a lot of work. It's a lot of prep work. It's a lot of prep work. But once you get in that routine and that habit and you set the standards for it, it will work. And it may, and guess what? Tell your kids, and to a fault, I didn't do this a lot until I ended my years, but tell your kids, all right, we're gonna try something new. Let's see if it worked. And I want y'all to give me feedback on how it went. So now they're coming into it a little different. All right. Or you get a team to help you. Like kids, they help you. They help you set stuff up, or you talk to them and figure stuff out. And then when you try different styles, get you some Ziploc, the gallon size freezer bags. And if you have puzzle pieces or you have different things, put it in a Ziploc bag and label it. They got jumbo bags too, even more than the gallons. They got big ones, and put everything in there. All your puzzle pieces, all your worksheets or whatever, and just label it. It was a blended learning flex, whatever, and label it so you can keep all the pieces. Or if you got a nice file folder, whatever, but have a system to keep your things. All right, faculty to student relationship. Disadvantage, because you don't get to have that as much when it's independent unless you create it into your rotation, depending on which one. All right, and these are what they said, because I love blended learning. It worked. When I didn't do as many as I shared today, but I did enough it was great for me because I still had control. And then when I learned not to have control, I had control chaos watching Mr. Foreman. Technology support learning curve for both faculty and student learning the technology. If you start feeding baby food, you don't start with steak. So your rotation may be 2 groups. Your rotation may be 4 groups in the beginning. Before you start going, boom, you may have technology, paper, technology, or you teaching at a station, you and your teacher's assistant teaching at a station. Or you can have 3 stations You got 3 tables set up and you have half of the class and you're teaching half of the class, but they're all broken up into 3 groups and working. Then you can give assignments. They can sit down at the table and then you can give assignments. And what I used to do, if I did a station, I would have assignments on the back of the chairs on a card, like you're the secretary, you're the timekeeper. So they know once the timekeeper chair is taken, you can't ask anyone to get up. And if I see you get up out the seat because somebody asked you, I'm take deduct points. I don't know why they were so scared of deducting points, so I always use that. But it's rare I put a kid out of my class. I try not to ever put a kid out. Never do that. All right, so the longer prep time when teaching in the blended environment, yes. Faculty perception of blended learning, see, right there. My perception of blended learning for him, I was bad. Student perception of blended learning, I don't have to work, she's not checking everything. So they kind of check out, so it's okay. Opportunities to create learning communities, I think that's great because they're talking, they're working together. And you may have to strategically place people. Some angels flap their wings more than others. So you may have to just, stop flapping your wings, Johnny. Johnny. You gotta smile when you say his name because you just want to lay hands in a prayerful way and just help him out. I understand. All right, flexibility, because now you got the kids moving and they're working. Increased interaction with students. And if you set it up right and you are using a DISC assessment, which we talked about, guess what happens? Now you make sure there's a D, there's an I, there's an S, and there's a C in your group. You be strategic about it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch volume 2, session 2. Thank you, Susan. I love Susan. Susan is on it. Susan's like two, Val. Okay. All right. Best of both worlds. You have technology in classroom. I did that one. Okay. Improve technology skills. Start out simple. You're not playing Minecraft on the first, I don't even know what Minecraft is, but everybody some people love it, some people hate it, but I didn't have, my son grew up here, not one video game in my house, ever has there been a video game in my house. You play when you get your friend's house, you play in college. You will not play in my house. No. If I could ever come in the house and you sitting up, let me stop. Okay, pause, because I was going to have a mommy moment right there. You will not be sitting here in your sweats and a t-shirt playing the game all day and I've been at work. No. All right. Asynchronous, I was like, I got to say that right. Asynchronous communication. So what is that? So I looked it up because I wasn't really 100% sure. So it is, it's a great thing, but it is, I'm gonna put this in my language. It stops your D's and your I's from taking over. So when you're in a group, like if it's email, right? If I had a point, I get to make my whole point before you respond. So it allows each person to have communication because they're going station to station, so they're learning. And some people talk about, well, one of the things I read about the disadvantage is it depends, you got to get the timing right. Because if it's self-paced, when they finish at one station, they go to the other station. But then it becomes them forcing the next kids to move on if it's crowded. So that's why I like moving on the bell. So it's different things like that. All right, so that is the last one. I mean, that's the end of the slides in reference to blended learning. Joanne has a question.
Yeah. You had mentioned the DISC assessment. So Joanne is asking how you can get the students to take the DISC assessment.
So I should always have this. Oh, here it is right here. So the DISC assessment. Okay, so if you're dealing with children, and I recommend this. So if you're dealing with children, I suggest you purchase the book, You Ain't the Boss of Me. Instead of trying to explain the DISC assessment to them, this is your first step. This is your first step, is You Ain't the Boss of Me. It takes the DISC assessment and breaks the D, I, S, or C, it breaks them down into characters with behavior styles. So you have Dave, Iggy, Sydney, and Courtney, which is your D, I, S, or C. And the kids learn from reading a story about them coming into the office getting in trouble. Courtney loves questions, so Courtney raised her hand. Where's Ashling? The website is youain'tthebossofmetour.com. And so the book is $35, but the book comes with an assessment. So if they read the book, they get the assessment after they read the book so they can understand. And then we also have Saturday calls that help kids finagle through using their, we call it a superpower. So when you know if you're a DIS or C, we teach them that that's their superpower. Like when I was younger, I used all of my report cards, I told y'all this before, all of my report cards say I talk a lot, excessive talking, but they didn't teach me that speaking was my superpower. They taught me something was wrong with me. Like you talk too much. And I used to get excited about talking, but they never told me that I would actually travel the world with the #1 speaker in the world and become a speaker as well.
Actually, I actually have the book. I went to the Atlanta tour. I just didn't know if there was a way for the kids to do it.
Did you get the did you get the link for the assessment?
I got the book, but I only read it with my own kids, and my own kids are 8 and under, so I didn't really do it with them actually.
Okay, okay. And you bought one book? I could send you an assessment, but that's how you do it. But if you want to, if you want multiple, what's the ages of your kids?
My kids are 8 and under, but my students are all the way up to, I coach, they're 8 to 17.
Oh, let's go. That would be awesome. So yeah, we could talk about a group assessment, right? If you just reach out to me. We talked anyway, so just reach out. Remind me. All right, yes, Susan?
Sorry to jump in slightly off topic, but not that you guys want to hear this, but there's versions of it available free if someone just wants to try it out, the assessment. But I know the first couple weeks I kept talking about, oh, I'm a pilot, blah, 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 but I was like, oh, I get along really well with everyone except for flight attendants. So when I got my assessment stuff back, I came out 81 pilot, 11 flight attendant, 88 ground crew, and 88
Definitely. And here's the deal. The free one gives you 8 pages. The one we give is 22 pages.
Right, yeah, because I got the one that you sent.
Yeah, that's
I shared the how do you work with this person with one of my best friends who I've been working with for almost 20 years. And she read it, she's like, oh, yep, yep, you got to do that for Susan. Oh, yep. She was just laughing. She was
great. Yes.
Like, you better just post this on your forehead next year before you have to work in a new group with anybody.
Can you imagine if your entire staff took that?
So yeah, I think that would be great.
Oh my gosh. So that's when we come in and do professional development. When we come in and do professional development at your school, the staff gets to take the assessment.
Right.
So that's part of it. But we gave the assessment out free to everyone that was in that session. So
right. And my principal's looking at your stuff, and he's looking at our budget for next year. So.
All right, let's go. But I'll see you guys on Friday anyway.
Thursday next week.
Thursday.
Sorry.
I said the wrong day. Sorry, baby. I said the wrong day. He don't like that. All right, any other questions before I go to the next slide? All right, I wanted to remind myself and let you guys know. The website is extremeteachers.com, Ashley. We are doing a conference. So you can buy your ticket at extremeteachers.com. It is August 1st and 2nd. It is educators. Is it first and second, and third? I want to say it's first, second, and third. So right now we have not, if COVID is still active, we'll have it virtually. And then that way it'll be 3 days. We'll have a good time virtually, have different speakers teaching different things. And we'll then ship out because we're giving out a bag. And so yeah, we're gonna switch that on the site because go to extremeteachers.com, Ashley. Yeah, just put in www.extremeteachers.com. But yeah, you'll be able to, we'll do a lot. So we'll talk about different topics like this so you can learn. We have, Ivy is going to start, she's gonna drop in with y'all a little bit. Ivy is writing a book for with the company. Well, she wrote the book, but she's partnering with us with social media. Come on, Ivy, Social media what? Behavior? What is it?
It's social responsibility online as it relates
That's
to social media for middle school kids.
Yes. So she wrote the book and we're in the process of finishing up, and she's actually going to do a session in the middle of May. In 2 weeks, she's going to do a session on that social responsibility. And it's great because it's story aligned with curriculum in there. So that's a good thing. And it's just E loves easy reads. So partnering with Ivy has allowed us to connect in a different way to have an easy read. All right. So the conference, so here's the deal. It's in Lansing, Michigan. Buy your airline ticket now because they're real inexpensive, and all airlines are allowing you to cancel if you don't use it. But then buy your, you can buy your ticket. The ticket is half price right now. I believe it's $347 if I'm correct. I know it's 300 or something, so it's half price right now. And then if we go virtual, you're still going to get everything you're promised, and then you'll be able to, you'll get all of it. But I honestly, and I love people, but I'm not going to lie. I love virtual conferences. I love the virtual conference we just did 2 weeks ago better than a live conference, because you could type your questions in the chat, get them answered, because the way we set it up is there's people that work the chat. And then at the end of each session, you got a chance for Q&A with the presenter. And you know, you usually don't get Q&A like that where all the questions are answered or anything like that. And you're at home. So you can go to the washroom, turn your camera off. You can go to the washroom, take it in, nobody sees you. You can take it around the house. You can be cooking, you can be doing whatever, or you can be sitting down. But it's in the comforts of your own home. But what I do love is the face-to-face and finally meeting someone. So actually my best friend lives in Maryland. And I met her because of the online community that Eric Thomas has. And we have been talking online for about a year. And when we actually met each other, we didn't realize that was the first time we actually met each other face to face. We was around each other for like an hour. And then she looked at me, she said, I think this is our first time meeting face to face. I was like, no way. She was like, yeah. I was like, oh, wow. So crazy. So that part I understand, but especially we invite schools to definitely join us for the conference, and we'll give a conference, you know, if you have 10 people plus, we'll give you a conference rate. But we definitely love to invite everybody to come out. So it's for anyone who works with kids. I believe everyone is an educator. That's me. That's how I feel about it. So, but we'll put more, and we're gonna do some different things on the site too and start having some fun. All right. So last but not least is a simple thank you. Hopefully y'all can see this because she said she couldn't see it, so I don't know. So thank you. I appreciate you guys getting on. Anybody have any questions or anything? Any questions, comments? Hey, Faith.
Hey, I did with the You Ain't the Boss of Me, that was good for my 16-year-old. But with me working with students with learning disabilities, 4th and 5th grade, I think the DISC assessment would be very nice. But I think the one with CJ's book would be better. Is there an assessment associated with that?
No, CJ's book doesn't have an assessment. It is it is simple. Now, what does come with it is, hold on. What does come with it is videos. So if a school buys the program, so you can get You Ain't the Boss, you can get CJ's books as well, but then CJ does some video modules as well that goes with his book.
I didn't see the video modules.
Did your school buy the books?
No, I know this is me.
It's just when you buy in bulk. Even if a school buys it, we've been allowing them to use the modules.
Okay.
All right. Who is CJ? She said, who is CJ? CJ is the president of Eric Thomas and Associates. So CJ is the backbone behind E. CJ is the branding genius behind the entire company. He rarely speaks, but he's very well capable. He's a great speaker as well.
Val, I was listening. This is Marini, and I wrote down a note. This year, I spoke with my lead teacher, and she advised me that I may be teaching my students who I currently have next year. Oh man,
what's wrong?
Oh, I thought my internet went out, and so it keeps doing that. And so she mentioned to me that I may be transitioning with them, and instead of me teaching ELA and social studies next year for 6th grade, I may just only be teaching ELA for 6th and 7th.
Oh, that is
and
awesome.
I was trying to think of a way that I could bridge my students, because as we know, they already are gonna kind of be struggling. So I thought about doing some free sessions with them over the summer. And I think that their parents would be willing to invest in the book, and we do that as a tool so that I could bridge them over.
I love it, love it. Now here's the deal. The summer school, stay in touch, enroll them in the summer school program, because they'll get the reading and language arts as well. All of y'all, take advantage of the summer school program. Okay. Not sure if we're gonna get the grant or not, but it won't be over $50 for 3 months. And they'll get reading, language arts, music, the disc assessment breakdown, so they'll get more of that broken down for them as well. But if they have the book where they own it, they can grow 10 times. I love it. So yeah, take advantage of that. But I think you're ahead of the curve, babe. If you have your same kids, you winning, because now you know where they are. But you said you would do something over the summer. So I would do that as well. But you know, in some communities, they send out summer work. This is what you need to have done before school starts. They have books you read. They have all kinds of summer work. So I would do it once a month, twice a month, whatever. And I would just, I would find a cute word like voluntarily mandatory. Like that's not even, they don't even go together, but I promise I'll put them together. This is voluntary mandatory summer school. What is the age of ET summer school? We starting at 6th grade. 6 on up to 12. So registration probably will start May 15th. That's soft. That's soft. That's not a hard date. That's just right now. All right, 6th through 12th grade. Oh, she's thanking you. Thank you, Letitia. Thank you. What's the actual start date? Scheduled right now, June 1st. It'll go June 1st to June 26th with a break in the middle. Then we come back at the beginning of August and run through August 20th. We're trying to give them July off so they can get some kind of summer. All right. Any other questions? But yeah, and then on top of that, Mary, I would also do extra points. Like every session you come to, you get a free A that you can replace your lowest grade with. Something like that. And if what grade is it? Middle school? 6th grade? Oh, you middle school? Like are they're going into, hold on. So you got
they're going to the 7th grade.
Okay, is it a middle school or is it elementary school?
It's middle school.
Oh yeah, so they still in 7th grade, so they haven't found out who they really are yet. Mm-hmm. It's that transition from 7th to 8th grade where you just like, it's a whole new kid when 8th grade.
Yeah.
6th to 7th, they still kind of excited about school because you're gonna get over the summer before they get to 7th grade. Go for it. You definitely can do something right in there. In there. I would schedule it now, like we're doing it July. We're doing one in June, one in July, one in August, or doing every 2 weeks. But just make sure you have a summer too. Mm-hmm. But you can do it once. Don't give any homework. Give some reading. Give a suggested reading list.
Yeah.
I would give a suggested reading list. Find an assessment that comes with a summary or something. I would give out you do LA, right?
Yes.
Man, I would give a suggested reading list that was not their academic reading list for school, part of their curriculum. I would give a suggested reading list. Anybody that writes a summary, here's your July books to choose from. Yeah. Anyone that read the book and write a summary, you'll get you know, you get an A. So you got opportunity to get 3 A's put in the bank.
Yeah.
You have the opportunity, you know, I would do it like that, but it's only due, it's a window. It opens up July, and you got to finish the end of the book by the end of July.
Yeah.
And your summary is due by July. You got 30-day window. And then there's no, and you upload on Google, so there's a time. So even if you do the work and upload it and it's August 1st at 1:01 a.m., nope, sorry.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and I really felt like because with the virus, we missed a big chunk of our writing with them. And so that's where my greatest concern is right now. And so I wanted to work on their writing, because I'm getting some good feedback, but I'm not getting that scholarly level writing that we should be getting to.
I would definitely give them, I would do some teaching virtually over the summer, meaning I would allow them to, like I would record myself teaching stuff and then give them a worksheet or give them some, you know, have them create a video or a challenge of some sort. But I would definitely connect with them that way. I would definitely connect with them that way. I'm taking y'all a picture. I hope y'all cute. All right, it's over now. Yeah, I had to say it quick because some of y'all was like, wait, what? Taking a picture, wait. Yeah. So anyway, any other questions? Anything in the chat, Ashleen? Will the PowerPoint be recorded? So tell me what you said. Let me see. I didn't even see it.
I'm just making sure that I have the right page, the ET Educators and Leaders Community Facebook page.
Yes.
Great.
That's where it'll be.
Thank you. I'll post it in the chat.
All right, cool. So that, and if you're not on our Facebook page, join our Facebook page. We have all kind of resources in there. We have a great time. Oh, Ashling, sorry, I didn't answer that right. The recording will be in there, not the PowerPoint.
Thank you.
Should I put, y'all want the PowerPoint?
It was asked for, that's why.
Okay, yep, it'll be in there.
Okay.
Yep, Donna said, may I get the PowerPoint? Yes, ma'am, it'll be in there. I will download it and put it in there. The only one I will not download is the one with the DISC assessment, because y'all actually got a course that people pay $150 for. And I gave the assessments out free. So he was like, really?
You're not gonna download the one that we got Zoom bombed on, right?
Oh, that one got deleted for sure. I think that was the second one. In the beginning, that was the second one. They Zoom bombed us. Yeah, they started playing porno and yelling racial slurs and all kind of stuff. I was like, okay, click, click, click. But we've been using Zoom for like 3 years. So I knew where the buttons were, but it was like, are y'all serious? But I tell people all the time, I love that we are educators, because no one got excited. All the teachers had a look on their face like, you ain't got nothing else to do, baby. Oh, baby, just playing.
Val, did you see the question from Donna?
Oh, yeah. What up?
That said, Val, are you able to give us a transcript or certificate for the professional development that you are providing? Just a thought.
I can start doing that. Does it have to be from, where can it be from? Does it have to be from an accredited school or university, or can it be, if it's just a certificate of complete, I can do that. But I'm gonna give you homework if we do that.
Come on.
It would be something like create a so if you did it from today, it would be create a blended learning lesson and let me see it to give you credit. Oh yeah, you want next week's topic? I pray. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I usually pray, like when I hang up from y'all, the next day I'm asking, okay, Lord, what do we need to talk about? Like, what do they need to learn about? What is something good? And this is not a prayer call. This is not that, but that's how I pick the next week's topic. Hold on one second. All right, we thank you all for everybody for coming on. We totally appreciate it. Go be amazing on purpose. and have a great time. As y'all know what I say, that's it, that's all, says the clock on the wall. Go be amazing on purpose.